the voice that created galaxies, learned to cry, the one who said, "Let there be light," opened human eyes for the first time. God became flesh. If the entire story of Scripture is a journey, this is the moment everything was moving toward. The crest of the hill, the unveiling, the collision of eternity with time. The Word became flesh, not appeared, not symbolized, not imagined, became. And now, the eternal stepped into the temporary, the infinite, into the fragile, and nothing would ever be the same again. Think about what this means. The one who designed the human body entered one. The one who sustains breath needed to breathe. The one who feeds creation felt hunger. This is not mythology. This is not poetry. This is the most radical claim in human history. God did not stay distant. He came close. The burning bush was never the destination. It was a preview, a fire that burned without consuming. Now imagine that fire inside a human life. Jesus becomes the living burning bush, the fullness of God, dwelling in human flesh, and not destroying it, but perfecting it. John uses a strange word. The word dwelt among us. But in Greek, it means something deeper. He pitched his tent. God moved into the neighborhood. Not a palace, not a throne, a tent. He chose proximity over prestige. He walked dusty roads, sat at ordinary tables, touched broken people. This is not a God who demands elevation. This is a God who chooses nearness.
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
For centuries, humanity asked, what is God like? Is he distant?
Thank you, Lord. Hurrah!
Is he harsh?
Lazarus, my brother.
Is he indifferent? And then Jesus arrives and answers every question. Is God kind? Watch him touch the untouchable.
Peace, be still.
Is God powerful? Watch him calm storms.
My house shall be a house of prayer.
Is God just? Watch him confront hypocrisy. Is God merciful?
Father, forgive them.
Watch him forgive the guilty.
They do not know what they are doing.
You don't have to guess anymore. If you've seen him, you've seen God.
Master, is that you?
God is no longer a concept. He is a person. You can know his voice, his habits, his heart. This changes everything, because transformation is no longer about rules. It's about relationship. In becoming flesh, the Word did not descend to observe humanity from a distance. He stepped into it, fully, completely, without hesitation. He stood between heaven and earth, like a bridge made of compassion. In him, we saw both what God is and what humanity was always meant to be. What does it mean to be truly human? Not powerful, not successful, not merely alive, but whole. Look at Jesus, not as a distant figure of worship, but as the revelation of your original design. John described him as full of grace and truth, a living vessel of merciful love and unshakable faithfulness. The early church father Athanasius of Alexandria once said, God became man, so that man might become God. Not that we replace God, but we become one with him, united, transformed. Jesus doesn't just show us God, he shows us ourselves, what humanity was meant to be, fully alive, fully aligned, full of grace and truth. We think being human is chaos. Jesus reveals being human is clarity. And then he says it. Before Abraham was, I am.
I am the way and the truth and life. No one comes to the Father except through me.
The same voice from the fire now speaks in flesh. I am the light. I am the bread. I am the way. He takes the infinite and makes it personal. This is not just history. This is invitation. The Word didn't just enter the world. He entered your world. Your confusion. Your fear. Your questions. The manger was humility. The cross was love. The resurrection was victory. The Word became flesh so that we could become alive. God is no longer far away. He is here. The question is no longer, where is God? The question is, are you willing to meet Him